Are you thinking about moving to Leesburg, Virginia, but you're not quite sure where to start your research? Well, guess what? You just came across the absolute best video possible, because this will be the ultimate guide to living in Leesburg, Virginia. In this video, I'll share with you map views. We're gonna look at downtown historic Leesburg. We're gonna dive into the style of homes. We're gonna tour some of the best neighborhoods, plus fantastic drone footage of Leesburg all throughout this video, and so much more. So sit back, relax, because we're getting started right now. Boom! Hey everybody, it's David, your favorite realtor, and welcome back to another video. Leesburg, Virginia. So I can't believe it's been over 2 years since I've done a full video on Leesburg, and so many things have changed since 2022. So Leesburg has really exploded in growth and popularity these past few years. And a lot of the growth has actually come from locals who live in other parts of Northern Virginia, who are just looking to get away from the hustle and bustle of living closer to DC. What attracts so many people to Leesburg is you get the best parts of small town living, but with everything a big town has to offer, like shopping, restaurants, entertainment, A-plus neighborhoods, all while still living relatively close to Washington, D.C. So let's get it started right now with the location and map views of Leesburg. So Leesburg is going to be located in Loudoun County, which borders the Ashburn area and runs adjacent to the Potomac River. So Leesburg is going to be about 40 miles away from Washington, D.C. Then Leesburg is going to be about 16 miles away from Dulles International Airport. So one thing you should know about the location of Leesburg is Leesburg's gonna be located right in the border of eastern Loudoun County and western Loudoun County. So everything west of Leesburg is considered western Loudoun, which is the rural part of the county, which is surrounded by farms, open space, and mountain views. And then Leesburg and everything to the east of it is the suburban side of the county, which features town centers and an abundance of master plan communities. As I mentioned earlier in this video, one of the biggest pros about the location of Leesburg is you get that small town feel, but with everything a big town has to offer. Leesburg even has a Costco. I mean, literally, what more could you want? Now, the biggest con of living in Leesburg is it is far from DC. So if you're gonna live in Leesburg and work in Washington, DC, you gotta expect long commute times, especially during rush hour. Next, we're gonna talk about downtown historic Leesburg. So downtown Leesburg is gonna be one of the most charming downtowns in all of Northern Virginia, and it really reminds me of a smaller Old Town Alexandria minus the water. Downtown Leesburg has a vibrant culinary scene featuring great locally owned restaurants, bars, art galleries, boutique shops, coffee shops, espresso bars, and 6 breweries. So you definitely have a lot of fun options at your disposal. Plus, you have events in downtown Leesburg like First Friday. And what First Friday is, the first Friday of every month, they close off the streets and people are walking around. They can walk to the shops, to the restaurants. There'll be live music there, wine tasting, art exhibits, and more. And then a couple other events you'll find in downtown Leesburg is the 4th of July parade and then the Christmas parade. My wife and I really love going to downtown Leesburg. One of our favorite things to do is go there on a nice Saturday sunny afternoon, walk around, have a few beers, check out a couple of the restaurants, just really feel the history of downtown Leesburg. It is literally one of our favorite things to do in all of Northern Virginia. So if you're even considering moving to Leesburg, Virginia, you definitely gotta check out downtown historic Leesburg. You will not be disappointed. Now, as much as I love making YouTube videos about living in Northern Virginia, what I love even more is helping folks just like you relocate to the area. So if you're thinking about moving to Northern Virginia, reach out to me, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. Just know I got your back when you move into Northern Virginia. Next, we're gonna talk about the style and price of homes in Leesburg. So Leesburg offers a huge mix of older historic homes, newer homes including new construction, master plan communities, plus a price range and style of home that will fit whatever you're looking for. Some of the style of homes you'll see in Leesburg is the colonial style single family home. This is by far one of the most popular style of homes in all of Leesburg. And then you have newer luxury townhomes with rooftop terraces, many different style of condos, including townhouse style condos and active adult community high-rise condos. And if you're looking for privacy, you can even find homes with 10 plus acres of land. As I mentioned, there's an even mix of older and newer homes in Leesburg. In fact, 50% of all the homes in Leesburg were built before the year 2000. It could go as far back as the 1800s, so it's a great blend of new and old. Now let's talk about home prices. So Leesburg used to be known for affordable housing, especially when you compare it to Fairfax County, but unfortunately this is not the case anymore. As prices have exploded these past 5 years, let me share with you the numbers. So the average sales price of a home in Leesburg, Virginia this year comes out to $822,000. And to put that number into context, if I look at the last full year pre-pandemic, which was 2019, the average sales price of a home back then was only $546,000. So home prices in Leesburg have gone up 50% since 2019. Leesburg is even slightly more expensive than neighboring towns of Ashburn and Brambleton. I was definitely not expecting to see these numbers during my research for this video. I thought my computer was broken. I literally had to triple check these numbers because I couldn't even believe them myself. So yes, this is definitely the biggest con of living in Leesburg is high home prices. Now let's dive into single family homes. So the average sales price of a single family home in Leesburg comes out to $1.1 million. So single family homes, they're gonna start off in the mid 500,000s. This will get you like a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 1-level rambler, probably built in the 60s or 70s. And it can get as high as $6 million. This would be an ultra luxury custom estate, over 11,000 square feet, 6-car garage, pool, and all the bells and whistles. And the most common single family home that you'll find in Leesburg is gonna be the colonial style single family home. This would be like 3,000 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 4-bath, 2-car garage, and in that $900 to $1.1 million price range. Now let's look at townhomes. And the average sales price of a townhouse in Leesburg comes out to $690,000. And there's gonna be many different style of townhomes in Leesburg. It's something for everyone. Whether you're a first-time home buyer looking for a small starter townhouse, or looking for a luxury townhouse with a 3-car garage. And speaking of a 3-car garage, Leesburg's the only town that I know of in Northern Virginia that actually has a 3-car garage townhouse. So townhomes, they're gonna start off in the low 400,000s. This will get you like a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,100 square foot townhouse, probably built in the 70s or 80s. And it goes all the way up to $1.3 million. This would be a 5,000 square foot, 5-bedroom, 5-bath, luxury townhouse in a gated golf course community right off the Potomac River. Now let's look at the top 2 neighborhoods. Now there's a lot of great neighborhoods in Leesburg, and I plan to do a full video highlighting the top 5 neighborhoods in all of Leesburg, but for this video, I'm just gonna highlight what I believe is the 2 best neighborhoods. First, we have Lansdowne at the Potomac, and Lansdowne's gonna be a massive, family-friendly master plan community which features over 2,000 homes, including single-family homes, townhomes, and luxury condos, with the majority of homes being built between 2002 and 2010. Do you like amenities? Well, Lansdowne's got you covered with the resort style amenities, including a 30,000 square foot clubhouse, indoor pool, outdoor pool, gym, game room, tot lots, and so much more. And then you have Lansdowne Town Center, which is right in the dead center of Lansdowne. So wherever you live in Lansdowne, you can be no more than 3 to 4 minutes away. And I believe this is probably one of the best neighborhood town centers in all of Northern Virginia. Lansdowne Town Center has everything. It has luxury condos, great restaurants, grocery store, bank, gas station, and so much more. Another great feature about Lansdowne is it's gonna be located right off Route 7, so it's very easy to get to other parts of Northern Virginia. And then you have 3 highly rated schools right in Lansdowne. So basically, everything you need to live is right in Lansdowne. You can literally never leave if you didn't want to. In fact, when I was personally looking to buy my home in 2021, Lansdowne was top of my list. Now, I ended up buying a home right next door in Ashburn, but I could easily move to Lansdowne tomorrow. So I did a full video on living in Lansdowne. I'll leave a link to that video in the description. Definitely go check it out after you finish watching this video. Now, the next neighborhood I want to highlight is River Creek. And River Creek is going to be a premier gated golf course community which sits on 600 acres and has over 1,100 homes, including single family homes and many different style townhomes, with most of the homes being built between 1999 and 2006. So River Creek features the Alt Clark Championship 18-hole golf course with breathtaking views of the Potomac River. Now this is a private golf course, but residents and non-residents can purchase a membership. River Creek also features a lot of other amenities like tennis courts, pools, walking trails throughout the community, private park, plus a restaurant at the River Creek Club. So I do personally believe that River Creek is one of the most beautiful neighborhoods in all of Northern Virginia. It has a beautiful style of homes, stunning golf course, and then breathtaking views of the Potomac River. Next, we're gonna talk about parks and recreation. Now, do you like being outside? Well, living in Leesburg is going to give you so many options. The first park I want to highlight is Ida Lee Park. So Ida Lee Park is without question one of the best rec centers, not just in Leesburg, not just in Loudoun County, but Northern Virginia as a whole. So Ida Lee Park has a 7,100 square foot rec center, a full gym, indoor pool, and outdoor pool with a water slide. How cool is that? Tennis courts, basketball courts, and a banquet hall. And you'll see a ton of events at Ida Lee Park throughout the summer, including 4th of July fireworks and concerts. Now, one of the best parts about Ida Lee Park is how affordable it is. For Leesburg residents, it's only $35 a month for a membership, which is a steal of a deal, by the way, because most gym memberships in Northern Virginia are usually in that $100 to $200 price range. Now, the next park is the W and OD Trail. So the W and OD Trail is going to be the skinniest park in all of Virginia. And what it is it's a 45-mile long paved trail with 9-foot wide asphalt and has painted yellow center lines. And it starts off in Purcellville and goes to Leesburg, Ashburn, Reston, Vienna, all the way to Shirlington, which is a neighborhood in Arlington. So the W and OD Trail is great for walking, running, even bike riding. In fact, one of my friends just biked the whole 45-mile trail. He said it took him about 5 hours, but that also included him stopping to grab lunch. Next on the list is going to be the wineries of Leesburg and Loudoun County. So without question, one of the best parts about living in Leesburg is the close access to all the wineries that Loudoun County has to offer. So Loudoun County is actually also known as DC's wine country. Leesburg alone has 12 wineries, and the county as a whole has over 40. And the most popular winery in all Loudoun County is going to be Stone Tower. If you end up moving to Loudoun County, there's a 100% chance that at some point this summer, you will see me personally at Stone Tower. That's how much I love going there. But there's nothing better. Gather your friends, family, go to Stone Tower Winery, order a cheese platter, get some bottles of wine, just enjoy the sun. It's just a great time overall. Like, I don't even personally like drinking wine, but I love going to the wineries in Leesburg and the rest of Loudoun County. Next, we're gonna talk about dining options. And if you're a foodie like me, then you're gonna absolutely love the vibrant culinary scene that Leesburg has to offer. Without question, some of the best food that you're gonna find anywhere in Loudoun County is gonna be located right in Leesburg. And the reason is, Leesburg has a lot of locally owned mom and pop restaurants that you just can't find anywhere else. Let me highlight a few of these restaurants. First, I'm gonna start off with Melt. Now, if you're a burger fan, you 1000% need to go to Melt. Melt doesn't just have the best burgers in Leesburg or the best burgers in Northern Virginia. Every single year is ranked as the #1 best burger spot in all of Virginia. In fact, now that it's on my mind, I have to go there tonight for dinner. Then you have the Conche. And what the Conche is, it's gonna be a chocolate-themed boutique restaurant which features chocolate-infused cuisine and cocktails. So if you're a chocolate lover, then you're absolutely gonna love dining at the Conche. And then we have Lightfoot, which is one of Leesburg's most beloved restaurants with locals and visitors alike. So Lightfoot's gonna be a fine dining restaurant located right in downtown Leesburg. And every single year, it always gets ranked as the top romantic dining spot in all of Loudoun County. So it's a great place to go for anniversaries, special occasions, or even date night. So yes, you can have a lot of great dining options overall in Leesburg. And this I can promise you, if you live in Leesburg, you will not starve whatsoever. So Leesburg has so much to offer, and that's why I believe it's one of the best places to live in all of Northern Virginia. So if you're even thinking about moving to Loudoun County, definitely add Leesburg to the top of your list. And if you want to learn more about living right here in Northern Virginia, check out these videos right here. They're going to be great ways to continue your research, and I'll see you in the next video.